Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got Alcaraz taking on Monfils. What's up, everybody joining in? Let me get the scoreboard on here, get everything set up. But players are currently warming up. We're about to get started though. Excited for this one. Let me know your predictions in the chat. It's Anthony here for Quality Shot Tennis. We got that scoreboard set up. All right, cool. Here, scoreboard should be coming up in a second. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Alcaraz, Monfils. I mean, as soon as you see either of these two names, not just playing against each other, but just playing in general, you know that we're going to see an absolute shot-making masterclass. Two of the most talented players of the century. So we got to take it in and enjoy it. I believe the warm-up is on its way to being finished here. Yeah, Monfils is practicing some of his last few serves. Svitolina is in the crowd, and they are finishing up their serves. So my prediction is Alcaraz. I think Alcaraz is going to have a bit of a statement, kind of like when they played in Miami earlier this year. I'm going to go Alcaraz 6-3, 6-3. But I'll say this. One of the sets could be closer. Monfils could make one of the sets closer. I could see a 7-5 or a 7-6 set. But my prediction is 6-3, 6-3 for Carlos Alcaraz. It's going to be my prediction. They played in Miami. They've also played in Indian Wells. Every time they've played has been in the States, in America, in the U.S., for whatever reason. and we'll see how we'll see if Monfils can do any better. Last few times have been pretty straightforward straight sets for Carlos. We'll see if that changes this time around. It's Monfils to serve first. All right, excited for this one. Alcaraz off the back of a crazy summer. Off the back of a crazy summer, didn't play Canada, but he won Roland Garros and Wimbledon, and he got to the final of the Olympics and came up against a 2011 Novak in 2024 with all of his motivation focused on winning the Olympics. But basically, Alcaraz is playing out of this world, and it only takes that kind of a level to beat Carlos. So anybody who comes against him, they know what they're up against. And Monfils said before the match started, he said, "I see Alcaraz like a Federer, like a Nadal, like a Djokovic," and those aren't empty words for somebody who just turned 21 in May. That means a lot. So that's how the players, even Monfils, who has literally played the big three on 50 occasions, that's still how he sees Alcaraz, which says a lot. It does say a lot. The umpire is trying to figure out something out. I'm not sure exactly what, but the warm up says the umpire's trying to figure out a technical issue. It still says warm up for some reason, as if they're doing a warm up. Hey, what's up, Seg? Monfils would need to be having a very good day, and Carlos a very bad day. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I mean, Carlos is a massive, massive favorite in this one. Gael is dangerous. I don't expect Carlos to lose, but it should be fun either way. We know that. Let's go. Let's go. Hello, face on. Let's go. Serve for Monfils here in the first point. Love, love. Love, love, 0-0. Crowd clearly excited to watch this one. First serve's an ace down the tee. Monfils has nothing to lose. We know that. It's just going to be fun to see what kind of a level he brings. These two will bring out some shot making, amazing shot making out of each other. And to me, the best shot making happens on a quicker court. This is a much faster court than Miami Indian Wells, where they've played in the past. So I'm just excited. I think we're going to see some of the best points of the year, honestly. I hope for that. We should see that. Could see some big hitting from both as well. Monfils can hit absolutely massive, especially off the forehand. We know Carlos can. Another big serve down the tee, 40 love. Good serving performance would help for Gael. Gael can still play amazing tennis. He's dropped out now, I think, outside the top 50 because he couldn't defend his quarterfinal points in Canada from last year, where he lost to Sinner in 3 sets last year. Didn't get to the quarterfinals this year. That's a double fault, 40-15. Saw a lot of double faults in the Fernandez versus Rybakina match. I think 30 combined, 17 from Rybakina, including on crucial moments. But yeah, I think that Monfils can still play at a really fantastic level. I mean, he picked up a title late last year. Got to the semis of, was it Doha this year? He's been still having some good performances. He's always very tough to put away. We know that. Serve from Gael. It's another double fault. Speaking of double faults, 40-30. That goes out. So 1-0 for Monfils. Good serving there for the most part. 4 great service points and 2 double faults, but that's good enough to put away a game. Doesn't matter how bad the bad points are if you can win the good points that you need to win. And yeah, earlier in the day, we did have that Fernandez win over Rybakina on the women's side, which was massive. Draper just beat Tsitsipas. Yeah, Draper just beat Tsitsipas. I'm doing really well on predictions. I picked Draper and Nakashima to the quarterfinals in my draw preview. So both of my two big underdog picks are currently doing well, which I'm happy about. Serve here from Alcaraz. It's another double fault. So of the 7 points that they've played so far, 3 out of 7 have been double faults. Gonna want to change that. Monfils needs an early start way more than Alcaraz needs an early start. Alcaraz can be behind a set and a double break, and it will still feel like he's way in this match. Monfils, if he goes behind early, then that's bad for him. But listen, a good start for him, that's what he needs for him to even have to at least have a chance in this. To even have a chance, he needs to, he would like to anyway, to have a early lead. Hey Max, good to have you in here. How are you doing? Has Monfils decided to go for all the second serves? I think so. That's it. That would make sense as a play. It would make sense as a play. I mean, we know Alcaraz is going to attack Monfils' second serve, so to go big on it, I've seen Monfils do that before, where he kind of goes Sasha's Zverev approach, which is basically to 2 first serves. With Zverev, it doesn't matter as much because Zverev is so consistent at making big serves in. He doesn't necessarily like Riley Opelka, where he's just absolutely smashing 145 miles per hour at right on the line. But yeah, I mean, he might do something more of that. We'll see if it pays off. I think he did that in Miami against Alcaraz. I could be wrong, but I think he did that in Miami, and he came up with like 11 double faults. But he's done that before, and he's had good success despite having many double faults. I can't remember what match it was, but he won a good match earlier this year by doing that. Forehand Monfils, cross court, that goes out. Game to Carlos. One game apiece. Doing good. It's been hot in my area. Yeah, dang. Well, I know that well. I mean, it's the last few days it's cooled down a bit on for me here, but I mean, for like weeks and weeks it was just hot, so hot this summer, way too hot. But even the other day I was playing tennis and it wasn't even like sunny, it was evening, but it was so humid. Oh wow, what a shot from Alcaraz, the forehand cross court. Love 15. Rocking off that forehand wing already. Wow. Monfils would have liked to get a little bit closer to the line with that forehand. Because Alcaraz's defensive backhand there left some room to be open for Monfils to even hit a winner. And he wasn't able to do that. And now it's created a bit of an awkward rhythm in this game for Gael, who is at love 30. That's a ace down the tee for Gael. Gets to 15-30. First serve in the net from Gael. Second serve. Backhand of Alcaraz, the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Alcaraz. Oh, huge forehand. That's what Carlos can do. That forehand is a weapon. Alcaraz so good at getting it to the center of his strings and just ripping it. 15-40 already. Gael not really taking much time. He's already hitting a second serve. That's a double fall. It's predictable. 2-1 for Alcaraz, as maybe has already taken Gael's soul here. Honestly, maybe has already taken Gael's soul here a little bit, because he, with the first point, with that, a couple of forehands in that game from Alcaraz. Wow, Jari and Archer Feast take out Bopana and Ebden on the doubles court, 10-8 in the tiebreaker. Wow, good for them. Good for those guys. Bit of an unlikely pairing, but I like both those guys. Both great additions to the singles tour, and now they've come together and joined forces on the doubles side. Bopana and Ebden, two of the best in the world. What have Bopana's results been like recently? I mean, he's like 44 years old. He was world number 1 earlier this year. So yeah, Cincinnati just lost. Canada lost in the round 16. German Open as well. So yeah, recently not been as good from Bopana's side, unfortunately. Got to the semis of the French. Yeah, Bopana and Ebden, they won Miami. Bopana literally 44 years old. And Bopana won his first Grand Slam earlier this year in the men's doubles, but hasn't been doing as well recently. All right, 2-1 Alcaraz. To be honest, I mean, I'm not surprised by what's unfolding here. When I look at an Alcaraz versus Gael Monfils match, I don't turn on the TV and expect it. I'm not expecting Gael to, upset Alcaraz 6-4, 7-5. It's not completely impossible at all. I don't expect it though. What I am hoping for is a good match, some good points, crowd getting excited, and seeing how Alcaraz is playing to start off his run to try to do one better in Cincinnati this year. Back in the forehand volley of Alcaraz, right near the net. It's too good, 15-love, and it must be disheartening for Gael. It's probably why the other two were straight sets. Alcaraz is because Alcaraz is like the only guy on the planet, might literally be the only guy on the planet, who can do pretty much everything Gael can do, and that's like a crazy thing to think, that you can do pretty much everything Gael can do, but that's how special Alcaraz is. I mean, they're both incredible talents, but Alcaraz can do everything probably a little bit better. At least in some ways you could think of it in that way. Pretty close to what it is. So not expecting Gael to win, but I hope it's a good match. Serve into the forehand, returns too big, 40-love. Serve here from Carlos. Big serve down the tee is very good. Great serving from the Spaniard. Hey, how's it going, Gerald? Hello, hello. All right, it's a forehand in the net from. It's a forehand in the net from Alcaraz. 15-love from Monfils. First serve in the net from Gael. Second serve. That's into the body of Alcaraz, who can't get out of the way of the ball. It's 30-love for the Frenchman. Serve here from Monfils. Down the tee, so good. 40-love. Or is that a let? Oh, it's called for a let. It's annoying. This T2 stream that I'm watching currently, it doesn't have sound from the match. So I can't, just has this random guy talking who I don't even know who he is. Where I'm currently watching from doesn't make that much sense to me. But it's 40-love here from Monfils. First serve goes long, second serve. Kick serve, backhand of Alcaraz, forehand of Monfils, the backhand of Alcaraz. That goes out. That's a good hold to love for Gael. Good hold to love. All right, I'll be right back in a minute to call this 3-2 game. All right, Alcaraz at the line to serve. We'll see if he can keep up this good serving performance and be the one that keeps being the aggressor off the forehand wing. Monfils, I think his strategy is just to be ultra aggressive, right? I think that's got to be the strategy. Serve here from Carlos. The forehand of Monfils, that's in the ground. 15 love for Alcaraz. $30 love for Carlos, continuing off the perfect service rhythm that he's on at the moment. Third ace of the match for Alcaraz so far. That goes out. Second serve from Alcaraz. Back into Monfils is shanked. 40 love for Carlos. No super exciting rally yet, to be honest. Just feels like Monfils might be a little bit resigned here to Alcaraz's serve. See if he can figure it out a little bit more. Or not just his serve, but just in general. See if he can try to do something here. Completely catches Monfils off guard, but with the down the tee serve, Monfils left that wide open. It was very clearly open, and Alcaraz took advantage. 4-2. Serve from Gael. The forehand of Alcaraz, which floats long. Team love. And with a faster court, what you can often get is serves dictating play. And if you swing just a little bit too much on a big serve, which is kind of what Alcaraz did there, then it can easily get away from you and go long. Even the court level view really shows how quickly the courts are playing at. It leaves Monfils' racket. It feels like it's already on the side of Alcaraz. Cincinnati has to be one of the faster courts or outdoor hard courts, I would think. If not the fastest, like it's up there. Wonder if I could find a speed index. Let me know if you guys know how fast the courts are and how fast they are compared to other masters. $3.15 here for Monfils. $30 here. Monfils to serve. Serve from Monfils. First serve goes wide. Second serve. Forehand of Carlos, cross court, forehand of Monfils. The backhand of Carlos, backhand of Monfils. Lob down the middle, forehand of Carlos. That goes out, 40-30. Hey, how's it going, Joseph? How are you doing? Earlier today, we had David did a couple streams. We also had a new trialist streamer named Alex. So thanks to everybody who joined into that. Welcome him to the channel. New commentator for QualityShot. Monfils hits a big serve, and it's 4-3 for Carlos. But he gets at least his third game on the board. Which, to be fair, I think is more games they won the first set of their Miami matchup. Pretty sure. But yeah, it is 2-0 for Alcaraz in this matchup. Big thing for Alcaraz if he can kind of keep his foot on the gas pedal and not let Monfils have any chances in here, which is easier said than done with somebody who's still playing at as high of a level as Monfils, even though it hasn't been close at all so far. Currently as well going on, Wozniacki versus Pavlyuchenkova, Paulini Potapova, Zheng versus Magdalena Freck. Andreeva beat Pliskova earlier today. Badoza beat Kalinskaya. Goff lost to Putintseva, which was a big one. Townsend beat Kazatkina. Great wins for Taylor Townsend, by the way. She's doing great. And she's playing with Siniakova this week. That's going to be hard to beat. I think they won Wimbledon. Yeah, they won Wimbledon. So they're a great pairing. I hope they keep playing together. Pretty amazing from Taylor Townsend. Qualified into Canada Open, beat Bektis, beat Erika Andreeva, beat Yamstremska, beat, I believe, Marino as well, I think. And then, of course, she beat Ostapenko 6-2, 6-1. No, Stakusic, Canadian player. And then Ostapenko. Then she lost to Emma Navarro in the quarterfinals. And then kind of continuing on where she left off there in Cincinnati, qualifies into the tournament, beats Katie Volin at 6-0, 6-3, if you want a sign of how well she's playing. Wins a third set tiebreaker 9-7 over Caroline Dolehide, and then beats Kazatkina with two breadsticks, 6-1, 2-6, 6-1. So some results from the day. Forehand of Monfils, that's in the net. 30 love for Alcaraz. Serve here from Carlos. Forehand, the forehand of Carlos. Back into Monfils, lob. That goes back on his side. 40 love for Alcaraz. Hello, hello. How's it going? Ermawanon. How's it going? Hey, Terry. I'm not bad waiting for US Open. Yeah, hell yeah. No, I'm excited. I hope Medvedev shows up, because where is Medvedev? King of the hardcourt slams. Not king of the hardcourts at the moment. My guy, Daniil, 6 hardcourt slam finals in under 5 years. He's lost 3 consecutive matches on hardcourts for the first time in since 2017. And he lost first round at Cincinnati in Canada. That's not Medvedev. That's a different. I don't know who's playing in place of Medvedev, but where are you watching? Yeah, so I'm currently watching on Tennis TV. I am currently watching on Tennis TV. Which is why, for whatever reason, my stream, I think, is lagging a little bit behind the scoreboard because Tennis TV is so slow. So apologies for that. But I am watching it live. I'm not paying attention to the score shows on the screen. But I'm just 10 seconds behind or something. Forehand of Gael. That's a good shot. 15 all. Serve down the tee, backhand of Carlos, the backhand of Gael, forehand of Carlos. It goes out 30-15 for Monfils. Big serve goes long. Second serve here for Gael. Kick serve, forehand of Alcaraz goes long. 40-15 for Gael. I mean, he's doing well on his own serve. If he could, he's staying close. If he could just sneak a game in here and make it 5-5, suddenly it's interesting. If he could win the 5-4 game, we'll see. The returning of Carlos, the ridiculous backhand down the line. That's insane. 40-30. Is it a Medi robot? Absolutely it is. He's so off. It's so weird. Tennis TV here is very up to date. That's interesting. I don't know what it is on my end, but agreed. When I watched Medvedev highlights recently, didn't look like the same player. Yeah, exactly. It's so strange. I don't know what's going on, but it literally doesn't look like Medvedev. Not the Medvedev I know. Not the Medvedev who beat Alcaraz in 4 sets at the U.S. Open last year and won the U.S. Open in straight sets over Novak when he was playing unbelievable in 2021. And not the same Medvedev who won Rome last year. And, it's not the same Medvedev. It's not. It's been a really weird year for Medvedev. Can we just talk about how weird of a year it's been for Daniil? It's been so weird. I think a lot of it has to be the fact that think about Medvedev, who's been world number 1, who's won a slam, and yet he's losing all these finals to 3 different players who are better than him. He's losing, he's losing finals of tournaments all over to Sinner, to Alcaraz, to Djokovic. And he has to deal with that. He's like, okay, I can put in all this work, but it's not going to matter at the end of the day. I just know if that was me, I would not be able to deal with that. Playing any match, that would start to get to my head. I'm like, well, what's the point of this? It's got to get to anybody. So I really think that's something. He's had a weird year. Australian Open, good tournament, but amazing tournament in some ways. But he came back from 2 sets to love down twice. Then the final, he was up 2-0. Played amazing. First 2 sets versus Sinner. Played so differently in that tournament. Net rushing at times. Returning from the baselines, like Hubert Hurkacz serves. It was a weird tournament. And then gets to Indian Wells, conditions he doesn't like, but performs well again. And loses a close tiebreaker to Alcaraz. And since then, I feel like he's just not been, his level hasn't been there since that match. Wimbledon was the exception. He had that great match against Sinner, showing that he's still able to perform right now, but he's just not doing it. And on hard courts, quick hard courts, which he should like. So it's been weird, and I hope he figures it out. Medvedev is such a good player and so good to have on the tour. I want to see him at his best. U.S. Open's his best tournament, so I'm hoping that he peaks there. I really, really am. Big forehand is too big from Alcaraz. It's crazy the easy power that Alcaraz gets. It's so out of nowhere. The easy power that Sinner and Alcaraz get is just, it makes it nearly impossible to play them. Serve coming from Carlos, 2 points away from the first set. First serve goes long, second serve. Backhand of Monfils, the forehand of Carlos. Backhand of Monfils. Forehand of Carlos, volley. Carlos, Monfils is there. Oh, Monfils got it. No, they miss it. That must have been out by millimeters because that was close. Yeah, not millimeters, but it looked in from the high angle, which you can never tell if it's in or out. All right, 40 love for Carlos, who has 3 set points. Do we see another big serve? It's been a serving masterclass. I believe 19 of 20 first serve points. Alcaraz was too cute with it. Alcaraz got greedy there. Listen, you don't want to let Monfils back into a set, you know. Monfils is laughing about it. He knows that there's almost 0% chance here, but back in Monfils, back in Carlos, back in Monfils. Forehand of Carlos, that goes out, and it just starts to get into Alcaraz's head a little bit. If that point at 40 love that he would have won had he not just been playing around. That's that kind of youthful exuberance from Alcaraz where he starts enjoying himself on the court, and it's very obvious to see. Starts playing some fun shots that might not be the most solid and high percentage at times. That's a terrible forehand from Carlos. 40 love turns to deuce, and that's what I mean. You don't want to let Monfils back because he'll do what he needs to on his end. And that's poor from Carlos. It's not like I haven't seen that before. It's one of Carlos's current things to improve is not letting his eye off the ball. I was gonna say ball off the eye. His eye off the ball and playing at full throttle, even when it's not, forced out of him. Monfils goes for a big forehand. I like that attempt from Gael. But it goes out. Advantage to Carlos. I really want Medi to win another major. I don't want there's very few things I want more than that. Like, I'd love to see Grigor win a major in general. After that, the thing I would love the most in tennis, I think, is Medvedev to win another major. He needs more than one. He's so good. Medvedev is so crazy good. Here's a bit of a rally. Forehand of Monfils. That goes out. Alcaraz wins. Too good in that set. Monfils, still playing well, but Alcaraz with the set 6-4, and it never looked like Monfils was the one that was gonna even have a chance to be the front runner, honestly. And Alcaraz gets it 6-4. Still waiting for that rally that's going to be all over tennis TV. First serve percentage for Gael, 39% is abysmal. 8 for 17 on second serve. Absolutely abysmal. He needs to get that number way up. He's going big, but that doesn't mean you can just sacrifice your first serve. That's close enough to getting 1 out of 3 in. Like, that's just can't ever cut it. Winter Stairs is very good for Carlos so far. There you go. To be fair, Monfils was holding his serve after the after that initial break, but just not good enough. Honestly, I'm not sure Monfils has it in him right now, and it maybe showed with that forehand at deuce where Monfils went for it. I like that he went for it, but it might show that Monfils just doesn't really have it right now. You know, after playing 6 points, they were at deuce. Monfils goes for it, and just didn't quite have it. It's not like it was a short ball, which he had a forehand on. It was he was pulled wide a little bit, just a little bit, and goes for a big forehand. And if he can't hit that shot, then it's going to be hard to beat Carlos. Because, I mean, Monfils is clearly playing at a high level, but is it Carlos Alcaraz high? It doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it's Alcaraz like. All right, here we go. Starting the second set, love 15 for Carlos. Backhand of Alcaraz. That goes long. 15-all for Monfils on his serve. Potapova and Paolini are playing at the same time as well, by the way. Serve here from Monfils. Forehand goes wide, 30-all. Very crucial for Monfils to win this first game. And he needs one of those rare first serves in on this point. We know how Alcaraz clutches on the big points, break points. Backhand, the backhand of Monfils, cross court, backhand of Alcaraz, big. Monfils is there. Oh, what a rally. Forehand, Monfils there. Oh, it's great. It could have been going out. I think it was actually. I'm on my best bet. I think it was going out, but it was close enough that Alcaraz felt like he needed to hit it. And I don't blame him because it was close. And it could have been gone in. What a get from Monfils. I think it was going out, I think. Yeah, that was going out, but it was close though. Monfils, 38 years old, still run like that is impressive. And that goes out, and Monfils should feel happy with that hold. Even if he doesn't win this match, just to get a hold like that is impressive stuff. 1-0. If you want to piss off Federer, tell him his playing was effortless. Yeah. That's funny. You say a compliment trying to be cordial and nice, and then it's an insult. Hey Rafa, you're an absolute gladiator out there. I don't like it when people say that. Hey Novak, you were a machine. I am a human being. I am a person, just like you. That's funny. Roger, you're so effortless out there. Stop it. Shut up. Shut up. You're effortless. Backhand Carlos, volley, forehand Monfils, forehand volley. Carlos, so good. The way he closes that racket face and just gives the ball no chance to bounce, have any kind of bounce to it, just stops. Like that commercial back in the day, the Gatorade commercial. Roddick hits a serve and it sticks in the clay. It's like that with the volley. It's completely just stops. Has that slice on the ball. Bjorn Cyborg. Yeah, I'm currently reading a book about Bjorn Borg, which is really good. It's called like Borg: My Life and My Life and My Game, and it's really interesting. It's from the perspective of Bjorn Borg as like a 22, 23-year-old in the prime of his career. That was the prime of his career, because he had a really weird freaking career. And it's so interesting just getting into the prime of one of the better, primes of an athlete or tennis player, at least, that we've seen. So it's really fascinating to get into that mindset. Like, Borg is a unique mindset. It was a very consistent, robotic, almost seeming kind of thing. And it's cool to get a look into that and that work ethic and what it took. He retired at 26. Yeah, it's crazy, right? But maybe there's no other way. Maybe I've talked about this before, but every career is different. Maybe for him, there's no other way. It's super fascinating to me that. But his career maybe was just a little bit different, which is so weird to think about. Or maybe he could have kept playing. He should have. Forehand drop shot is so good from Carlos. Monfils was looking like a certain Russian player from miles behind the baseline. Alcaraz saw him. But it's Alcaraz's forehand that's able to push Monfils back. And then just the vision of Carlos did that drop shot. It gives you chills, honestly. Because this is the new tennis. This is the man reckoning the new tennis. It is the Alcaraz era, and he has this is what we're going to be seeing. Shall he stay healthy for 15, 20 years? It is. Listen, science and tennis longevity keeps getting better and better. Maybe Alcaraz plays till he's 50. Hopefully he stays healthy. That's it. Hopefully he stays healthy. And then we'll see after that. But it'll be Alcaraz versus Djokovic in the 2045 Wimbledon final. 21 years from now. Back into Carlos. That's in the net. 30 love for Monfils. But you play like you're trying really hard all the time. Yeah. He's like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's funny. Any hot takes for U.S. Open? Ooh, it's a good question. Let me think about it. Hot takes for U.S. Open. I'll think about it. Backhand. Oh, Alcaraz kind of, what's the word? Trips. Backhand slice. How did Alcaraz win that point? The guy's tripping on the court. Monfils kind of just asks for a thumbs up from Carlos. He slipped in the middle of that rally and still found a way to win the point. Put the guy, I mean, he can win the point from any position. It's crazy. This guy was made to play the game. It's how Federer was back in the day, Just people watching it was like, yeah, this guy was made for this. It's like Alcaraz. First serve goes wide, second serve for Monfils. Goes out. Another double fault for Monfils. But listen, he's holding serve. He's only dropped his serve once, to be fair. He's only dropped his serve once. Hot takes for U.S. Open. Taylor Townsend is gonna go on a big run, maybe even a semifinal. That's a hot take. At least the second week, I could see her having a huge run to a semifinal just out of nowhere. That's my hot take. Just made the quarterfinals of Canada. Had a big win today. My hot take is that Taylor has a huge run in the U.S. Open. That's one. Let me see if I can look at the rankings real quick. That'll give me better reminders of some of the players that are playing. No idea what to expect from Medvedev. I could fully imagine him having a run out of nowhere to the final, maybe even winning the tournament. You know, I don't know, easily imagine that, but I can imagine him getting to a semifinal or a final. But I could probably easier imagine maybe a fourth round or quarterfinal or I don't know, exit or something. Third round, fourth round exit. Which I hate to say it, but kind of like 2022, he didn't come in with that much momentum, lost to Kyrgios. I don't know. It's kind of what I'm feeling. What else? I'd watch out for Tommy Paul still, despite the results this week, although I don't know. Ben Shelton is kind of picking up steam and momentum, but depends on his draw big time. Taylor Fritz could have a good performance. But he's not playing that great either. But he doesn't like the Cincinnati conditions either. I don't know. There aren't that many people that I'm that excited for going into the U.S. Open, to be honest. There really aren't. I'm looking at throughout the full list of players on the ATP side. I'm personally not that excited about nearly anybody, which is kind of crazy. Like literally, the only people I'm super like excited for are like, I don't know, like Alcaraz and Djokovic, which is kind of crazy. Which that's not a hot take. Maybe Rublev or Zverev, maybe. I don't know. Not even Zverev. I'm not. Back into Monfils, the forehand of Carlos. Back into Monfils. That's in the ground. Back in his side. 15 love for Alcaraz. Alcaraz completely unwilling to give up rhythm on his serve. As the balls that he's bouncing hits his shoe, and he just doesn't even flinch. He's like, all right, back to business. That's what I'm noticing. I don't know if that's real, but he has such a solid rhythm on his serve right now. I feel like he just doesn't want to give up any time right now. Just stay in the rhythm of it. It's a big part of the game. Yeah, it's a perfect forehand. I mean, it seems like right now he just can't lose on the serve, which is exactly what he needs for this tournament. We're talking about faster hard courts. We're talking about a tournament where he lost to Novak in a close 3-set match, 3rd-set tiebreaker last year. If he can serve like this, that'll be a huge thing for him. Serve has been nearly flawless in my eyes. I say that as he dumps his first serve. That goes not even particularly close to going in. Second serve. And there's a double fault. When the first serve is well off kilter, you can kind of feel that coming. 30-15. Is Kyrgios playing again? I heard Kyrgios is playing mixed doubles with... I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. That Kyrgios might be playing like a mixed doubles exhibition. I think that's right. But I hope he plays real singles. The guy is talented as they come. Talented as they come behind this guy. Or these two guys. It's another poor point from Alcaraz. 30 all. Not great. All right, here's a chance for Gael. If Gael's going to have a chance, then it's got to be this one right here, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to get many moments like this where it feels like Gael can really instill himself into this contest, into the heat of it. But that's in the net. That's not. You got to make that. And there's not that much of a reason to go that big on it. You might as well just kind of get it in my opinion. I mean, even if you hit a big forehand, it doesn't mean Carlos is out of the point anyway. You might as well just kind of play like middle tier return. That's a weird shot. Serve and volley or something. Carlos with a slice volley from the middle of the court. Backhand Carlos down to the backhand of Monfils. Backhand of Carlos. Backhand Monfils. I think that goes out. And it is 2-2 as Carlos holds his serve. But he hasn't been losing a lot of service points like that. So Paolini. Yeah, okay, so thoughts on Paolini? I don't think she'll do as well in New York. I'll predict an early exit for Paolini in New York. I don't really know exactly why, but I mean, listen, her slam results before the last 2 slams were not consistent. She's never been past the second round of the U.S. Open in her career, which doesn't particularly help. But we'll see. I mean, she won Dubai, so that was a big win. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, at the slam, she has been doing well, but I don't think lightning is going to strike 3 times. Wow, huge backhand from Gael. Great shot. 30 love. Backhand of Carlos. The backhand of Monfils, the Frenchman. Backhand of Carlos. The forehand of Monfils. Down line, backhand of Carlos. Back of Monfils. Forehand of Carlos for a banana shot. That goes wide. 40 love Monfils. He's playing really well. Like, Monfils is easily playing, like, I don't know what, I'm not gonna say what his level is at, but he's playing really well. And yeah, set number 2, his first serve percentage went up from 37 to 73. That's crazy. First serve out wide. That's an ace. 3-2. That's what you call an ace. It is still Alcaraz with all the momentum, but at least something for Monfils to get excited by. Yeah, let me know if you have any hot takes as well, Joseph, for the Open. Let me look on the rankings for the WTA. But my hot take, I guess, is that it might be a bit of a unpredictable tournament because I'm not really excited by nearly anybody that I saw in the rankings for the U.S. Open. In terms of like Sebastian Korda, I don't feel like he's gonna do that great. I can't really say why, but I'm not that excited about him for some reason. He's not shown that he can consistently perform at slams yet in best of 5 format. Best of 5 and best of 3 are pretty different. We'll see. Yeah, Coco, Rabakina, mess right now. Honestly, just a mess. Zhang could keep this up, honestly. Or Zhang, I should say. She could keep this up after winning the Olympics. I could see that. That'd be great. Even now, breadsticking Magdalena Freck. Pegula could do well, but not really ever counting on stack rate. Danielle Collins could be somebody to watch. Never know. If she's healthy. Hopefully Collins is healthy and can play. And yeah, Leylah Fernandez after today's win, I kind of feel like she might have a quarterfinal run in her. We'll see. That'd be cool. If Townsend and Fernandez could kind of have good runs. They're doing really well these couple weeks. We'll see if that translates to the Open. That's some big forehand hitting from Monfils, and suddenly it's left 30 for Gael. Love this. Here we go. Here we go. Serve from Alcaraz. Can he get out of this deficit? Love 30 is no joke. Love 30 with the second serve for Gael. Serve. Forehand of Carlos. Forehand of Monfils. Ah, it's big from Monfils. Let's go. Can he make a contest out of this here? Love 40. Crowd willing Gael to believe here and say, listen, you're on the court for a reason. Gael has never taken a set against Alcaraz. I say ever, like they've played 6 times. They've played twice, but 4-0 for Alcaraz. 5-0, actually. Can Monfils win his first set? Serve out wide. Monfils a little bit slow to react, and it's 15-40. Monfils slow to react there. 15-40. Oh! No way. Monfils just missed the forehand return. Ah, did he have to go that big on it? It was close. I don't know if it was close, but it was a good strike of the ball. Monfils jumped as he hit it, trying to will it to go in. Oh, so close. Oh, he was so close. Can he get it on the next one? First serve wasn't even close from Carlos. Here we go. Can Monfils step up and take this return big? Backhand, back to the backhand. Carlos. Oh, Carlos had an open court, didn't take it. Now we're going down the middle. Backhand slice is short from Monfils. Alcaraz comes to net. Pass, backhand volley. Monfils is there. Oh, he missed it wide though. That's a if his legs were 10 years younger, man, that would have been a winner. But it's deuce. He was there in no time, but he just didn't quite have it. Just like that forehand at deuce at 5-4 in the first set. Just not quite there, you know? He's got it, but he doesn't have it. If that makes sense. Serve from Carlos. That goes long. Second serve. Carlos. The serve. Back into Monfils. Oh, it stays in. Forehand to Carlos. Cross court. The forehand to Monfils down the line. Back into Carlos. That was interesting because I felt like Alcaraz went a little bit off pace there. He took his pace away, but that he floated that long. Monfils is playing. I don't know. Feels like Alcaraz is hitting less forehands now than he was, which is only good. He's not, stepping in with huge forehands like every point like it was in the first set. Does Alcaraz have his eye off the ball here? It can be easy to do that. Second serve. Back into Monfils. Back into Carlos. Back into Monfils. Down the middle. Forehand to Carlos. That forehand goes a bit long. So deuce. Alcaraz serving. Sabalenka. Yeah, I mean, I just have no clue what to expect from Sabalenka, to be honest. But yeah, Sabalenka is somebody to look for. She looked good today. I would say, yeah, I would say maybe Sabalenka is even the favorite now. I would still watch out for Coco. I'm not gonna lie. She's consistent at slams. Backhand cross court, the backhand of Monfils, backhand of Carlos, slice, the forehand of Monfils, backhand slice of Carlos, forehand of Monfils, backhand slice of Carlos. Ah, it's in the net. That's not a good shot. That's in the bottom of the net. What was Monfils doing there? Just pour. Just pour. There. Just slice it right into the bottom of the net. I mean, come on. Just mishit it too, and he knew it too. So he hits his racket. He knew he mishit it. Just hit it late, I felt like. And that return goes well wide. 3-3. And can Alcaraz get the infamous re-break? Or whatever you call it. Where, not the re-break, but where your opponent has chances, doesn't convert, and then the opponent who is facing those breakpoint chances, then breaks. We'll see. Yeah, how's it going for rank? How's it going, Sean, as well? Lamont will feed fams with his cooking session now. Yes. Yes. But not quite because he couldn't do it. But can he keep holding and then maybe do something at 4-4? Maybe. What would it be? 4-3? 4-3. Who's aged the best fitness wise aside from Djokovic? Is it Monfils? Who's aged the best aside from Djokovic? Is it Monfils? I find it crazy what Stan is doing at like almost 40 years old now, and he's still killing it. It's not like he relies on his serve or nothing. Like that's pretty insane to me and underrated. But yeah, I'd say Gael. Gael is still a crazy athlete. I mean, especially Gael in Indian Wells this year was mind blowing. Like the guy was 37 and a half years old. And the way he was moving on the court, he almost double bageled Hurkacz. Played a close 3-set match against Casper. I feel like Gael has aged the best, no doubt. Gasquet, I would also give a shout out to. Forehand. Oh, it's a big shot from Gael Monfils. There's the big one. 30 love. Forehand takes flight. Alcaraz, even with his wheels, have to slow down at that one. That's a serve into the net. Second serve from Gael. We're still under an hour here, by the way, which is another hint as to how quick these courts play. We haven't been having a lot of long rallies either. Gael thought that shot was going out. I thought that shot was going out. I think some of the crowd thought that shot was going out. Yet it stayed in, right on the sideline. 40 love from Monfils with that jumping back in, which causes an error from Alcaraz. Agree Collins is one to watch her last major. Yeah, if she's healthy, then, I mean, I'm not really putting limits on what she can do there. Forehand drop shot. Monfils with a redrop. He missed it. If Alcaraz comes back in this game, it's going to be sad. All right, let's see. Is Musetti playing the U.S. Open? Yes. I'm not as excited about him off of natural surfaces. He's very good. I mean, he's a great player, so he's always dangerous, but I'm not as excited about him off of grass and clay courts, just to be honest. For me, the players that I'm really very kind of high on and excited about going into U.S. Open, maybe Jack Draper. I'd watch for Jack Draper at the U.S. Open. Made the 4th round last year on his, I believe, his debut. 4-3 for Monfils, by the way, as he gets the hold. Yeah, let me know your guys' hot takes for the U.S. Open. Something crazy that you think is going to happen. Naomi Osaka could pick up her game for the U.S. Open, low key, maybe. I don't know. I'd love to see Fritz finally make a semifinal of a major. I'd say that much, but he's not really in form. He should feel confidence off of her doubles at Olympics. How do you do in Canada? Canada was a quick turnaround from the Olympics, and he lost to Korda, who was playing really well. Barely lost to Korda. And he just hates Cincinnati conditions, Fritz. But that's like excusing everything. But he had a good tournament in Wimbledon. Great even. So I don't know. I'm a bit torn. One of my hot takes is that I could presumably see Fritz do pretty decent at the U.S. Open if the draw serves him well. I don't think he's going to be the top guy, but if he has a good draw, he could get to have a run of some sort. Let's see if Monfils can step up in this game. Fritz quarterfinal. Yeah, I mean, he's a quarterfinal king. I hope he doesn't become a Rublev. They're good friends. I don't want it to be contagious, though. Quarterfinals without semis. Because he's already 0-4 in quarterfinals. 0-5 is a slippery slope. If Fritz loses another quarterfinal, then he'll become known for it. At this point, he's still not quite there. If he loses another one, I don't care to who it is. He's going to become known for it. Backhand slice Carlos. That's in the net. It's love 15 for Monfils. And this is the chance for Monfils if he's going to do it. That's my feeling. If Monfils is going to break, he's going to have to put his 100% into trying to break here. And I know he will. Hour and 3 minutes. Alcaraz at the line. Both guys have to up their intensity right here, right now. And that could create some marvelous, fantastic shot making. Monfils. Backing up high. Forehand Carlos. Forehand Monfils. Forehand Carlos. Monfils there. No, he's not. Still running for it, which is a good sign. But Alcaraz with a sweet drop volley does up the intensity. 15 all. Ups the intensity. I want Egan Collins at New York. Hell yeah. We've been seeing that all year. Surely we're going to get it. The tennis gods will get it. They'll give it to us. Backhand. The backhand Carlos. Forehand Monfils. Big. Backhand Carlos defending. Smash. No. Oh, what happened to Monfils? Is he okay? What happened there? Carlos asked Gael if he's okay. Monfils says yes. I want to see a replay. What in the world happened there? That's so weird. That was the most. That was the biggest gift. Oh, he felt something. Oh my God. I mean, that was a horrific shot. 30-15. But he's probably just he couldn't even hit the shot, maybe. He's struggling physically. We'll see. 30 all. He's got to, I mean, whatever he's dealing with, if he could figure out a way to just get things going right here, right now, then we got a match here. I guess we've had a match anyway, but this would really open things up for something rather than Alcaraz straight sets, which is what I feel like most of us are expecting. Backhand Monfils, the forehand to Carlos, forehand to Monfils. Big down the middle, backhand. Wow, Carlos nearly touched that before it bounced, but the Monfils shot, but which would have been Monfils' point. But Carlos, the way he just took that power and then gave it right back is crazy. Just absorbed it. It's tough to deal with. Oh, what a return. That's in the net. Gael is in this game. He's made it another deuce game. Gael doesn't look too happy at the moment because of his some kind of physical ailment. Looks like maybe something in his upper thigh, or I'm not sure exactly, but forehand goes out off the return, so advantage to Carlos. Hope Carlos can win the U.S. Open. Yeah, that would be exciting. I want to see that too. I'm not gonna lie, because the first 2021 was absolutely thrilling. The way that the U.S. Open crowd just jumped on Carlos. I mean, the Tsitsipas matchup with Carlos, it was a thriller. It was an absolute just chilling thriller. And then 2022 is run there. I mean, the shot making was pulling off and the crowd getting excited. It was amazing. I don't think we've seen that from a young player owning the New York crowd like that since Roger, in my opinion. Well, I mean, Novak and Rafa have played some amazing tennis there as well, but I don't know. It was, anyway, even without comparisons to the big three, like just Carlos and Del Potro as well in 2009, to be fair. But Carlos, it would be thrilling. Carlos or Yannick, either one winning the U.S. Open would be a great thing. But Carlos winning 3 out of the 4 majors, that would really be reminiscent of Roger in 2005, winning 3 out of the 4 majors, topping it off with the U.S. Open, and Novak in 2011 as well. But Roger on his second year winning majors, he wins 3 out of the 4, not completely dissimilar from Carlos. Although it would be Carlos's third year, to be fair. Big ace from Monfils down the tee. Makes it 15 all. But, man, I would love to see Grigor put himself in the mix at some point. Disappointing that he's not Not quite there. Lost the final in Paris, lost the final in Miami. I know I'm not the only one who wants to see Grigor go on some big run when he's still able to perform at a high level like he is at. So I'd love to see it, whether it's a US Open or Australia or something. I'd love to see something happen. I mean, it looks like the chances are that we're not going to see that. Maybe that we're not going to see Dimitrov win another big title, but I would love to see it. Just to reach the final of a slam as well would be exciting. I want that more than anything else in the game at the moment, to be honest. Backhand down the middle, forehand of Monfils, forehand of Carlos, backhand Monfils, forehand Carlos. Ah, it's a ridiculous shot. First point in the match where I felt like I really like that's a shot. That's an amazing where I felt like it was one of the best, shots of the week, maybe. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic from Carlos. Shots of the week might be overdoing it, but it was a great shot. Smash Monfils doesn't mess around with that one. And this one is one of the most important points of this match. Monfils needs to put his everything into this point right here, right now. 30-40. One serve and we're back to deuce. Or is Carlos going to make this 6-4, 6-4 scoreline? That's a bad return from Carlos and a great serve from Monfils. We're back to deuce. Monfils' serve is way better in this set than it was in the first set. Way better. Way better. Carlos came straight out of the gate when he came onto the scene. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, his win record is utterly a joke. He had like the best win rate of his first 150 matches that he played of like any player ever. Like even better than Borg and McEnroe, I think, which is absolutely nuts. Because McEnroe, right out of college, like he was amazing right out the gate. College tennis is some serious level. That's some serious game. A lot of those players are pros or will turn pro, and he was already ready for the moment. But Carlos, yeah, he's amazing right out the gate. Forehand, Monfils goes right back to Carlos. Lob, he's gonna make it because it's Carlos. He does, yeah. Wow, Monfils had an open court and he didn't take it, and that might come back to bite him. That I feel like it might. When will U.S. Open draw be done? I'm not sure. So the first day is August 26th, I believe. So it's probably going to be like the 23rd or something. Oh, no. U.S. Open draws will be released on Thursday, August 26th. Okay. There we go. Good play from Monfils. Alcaraz scrambling, but can't get that back. That doesn't really make much sense to me. So is the qualifying start on August 26th? Why would the draw be revealed on the 26th? If the first day is the 26th. Big serve from Gael. Love this. Let's go. 5-4 for Monfils. Love this. Just proof that Gael can still be a great player and compete with nearly anybody. He's turning 38 years old, I think, on the 1st of September. So that's in what? That's in like that's in 17 days that will happen. It's pretty nuts. All right, 5-4. Here we go. Alcaraz at the line. Things have gotten a little bit interesting and a little bit exciting. Second set's been way better than the first, in my opinion. That's, wow, big serve from Carlos there. 15 love. Kind of attacking Gael's serve, not serve, return position. Misspoke. Attacking Gael's return position there. Serve from Alcaraz, that's in the net. Backhand of Gael, that goes out. 30 love for Carlos. Team also playing last major. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that, though. Why did you remind me? I don't want to think about Dominic Thiem retiring. Thiem at one point was my second favorite player, just behind Roger. And then I think Medvedev overtook him. But yeah. Dominic Thiem, personally, my favorite one-handed backhand. Just personally. I think Wawrinka has the best one. But Dominic Thiem, I love watching it, honestly. At full throttle, it's just the form on it is just gorgeous. It's awesome. What a ridiculous game from Carlos Alcaraz. Young GOAT. 5-5. Hey, how's it going, David? Gael Monfils is doing all right. How's Carlos's level? Yeah, Carlos is playing well. I think Carlos is playing well. His serve has been fantastic in the match, in my opinion. There's been a few times where I feel like he's slightly left his eye off the ball and not been mentally there at 100%, maybe where he needs to be. He's maybe in the second set giving Monfils a little bit too much room to play around and finding himself too far back behind the baseline. The first set, he was pretty much perfect, attacking with forehand after forehand. He's kind of let Monfils play around here a little bit too much in the second set when he could be dictating more. But he's just kind of lost the patterns that have been working for him, and part of that is Gael, who I think has been playing pretty well, but a part of that is Alcaraz. So those are some of the things I would say. He's been hitting. I would just guess that the percentage of backhands and forehands that Alcaraz is hitting is way more similar in this set than was in the first set. That's what I'd say. Serve from Monfils. That goes long. Second serve. Serve from the Frenchman. Back into Carlos. Back into Monfils. That goes wide. 40-15. No, you're good, Joseph. I'm totally playing around. But yeah, just sad though, you know. Sad. And it's sad also because Thiem is probably going to lose first round. He's not winning a whole lot of matches. When's the last time Thiem won a match? So many people retiring. Now that Andy is out of the game, it's sad. Roger. I'm very excited about Sinner and Alcaraz, though. And, trying to find more reasons to be excited about the new eras coming up. But I would lie if I say it's not. It's not hard. Djokovic winning Olympics made me more kind of content with, that Djokovic is still at the top of his game. Like, at least there's a slow burn out of this Big Four era. Roger, it took him to be 41 years old till he retired. Andy literally pushed it to the limit until he retired. Novak is still winning the biggest tournaments, playing absolutely extraordinary. We'll see about Rafa, but just the fact that he's playing is great. And though you'd wish that he would win more, but so Thiem won a qualifying match at the French against Agamemnon, Italian player. He won a qualifying match in Madrid. When's the last main draw match that he won? Can't even find it. Okay, against Martyr and Estoril. I hope that's not the last one that he wins. That would be sad. Dominic is so good, man. Dominic is so good. He's so good. I mean, his peak level is so good. It's crazy. He should have won more than one major. He should have won a big title on clay. The fact that Dominic team doesn't have a big title on clay is the most ridiculous nonsense. I mean, it's up there with David Ferrer. Alcaraz showing off, by the way. Bouncing the ball in his racket. Off his hand. And what's Alcaraz going to do with the serve here? It's a body serve. Yeah, I felt like he was cooking something up. 15 love. Come on, Gael, embarrass the Spanish bum. Okay. What's that? Dominic team. Dominic team is not playing at the level that he wants to be at, and that he's playing his last slam is frustrating. I still stand by the fact that Alcaraz could have played any sport and he would have been professional. Any sport. He's got everything. Tennis is the mecca of sport. It's such an all-around sport, does everything for the body. Just full-on cardio workout. I feel like Alcaraz got everything. He could have played any sport. We're very lucky that he chose tennis, and it's so good for the game. Back into Monfils, comes to net, back in volley, Monfils. Back in lob, that's going to go out, though. The court's not that big. It's not that big. 15-30. Cincinnati doesn't release their schedule until the latest possible. Don't they know Europeans want to schedule stuff? They should get out. It's annoying with tournaments when they do that. But yeah, I think the schedule is out now. Gael misses the back end return well wide. I don't know why he's going so big on the returns. I mean, I know I say that, but Carlos would probably just crush him. So I don't know if it's worth it anyway. But if he just kind of made sure he got it back, it's not necessarily worth it. But here we go. 30 all. Alcaraz misses the first serve. Serve from Carlos. Big point. Say the least. Big forehand return. Oh, Carlos made it? Or no? Made it or he missed it? Oh, he missed it. Okay. I didn't hear the out call. It was close. It was out by a millimeter. It looked in. That's ridiculous that Carlos was able to get it that close. Tennis is cruel, man. Carlos was close to having the most miraculous shot of the whole year. But he didn't make it, so it's Gael Monfils at set point. Here we go. What can Gael Monfils pull off here? Carlos wants a big first serve. Serve Carlos. That goes out. Carlos really needs to clutch up here. Or are we going 3 sets? Second serve, back in Monfils, back in Carlos. Forehand Monfils' drop shot. Carlos there, down the line, forehand Monfils, back in volley. Oh, Monfils slides on the court, leaving some marks that will be there permanently for the rest of time. Proof that point happened as Carlos pulls off a really strange volley. Got caught in the middle. Just put his racket up and kind of just... Sorry. Accidentally hit my laptop there. Swatted at it. He just had to swat it at and hope that it went in. No good form on that. A coach would look at that and cry his eyes out. That goes in the net off Monfils, so advantage to Alcaraz. Saves a set point in some fashion there. We're still an hour and 22 minutes in. It's been a quick match. But for the scoreline, we've played nearly 22 games. That's in the net. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Who's won the tiebreaker? What's going to be the score? If you get it right, or whoever's the closest, I'll shout you out in the chat. Shout out your username. Let me know. Type it up in the chat. My prediction is Alcaraz. I'm going to say Alcaraz 7-5. Alcaraz 7-5 is my prediction for the tiebreaker. Let me know yours. Monfils, Cilic, Stan. Yeah, I don't know. How long are they going to last? I feel like Gasquet is going to play for a while. Cilic might already be retired. To be honest, like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen Cilic play for a while. It's like Venus. Like, I don't know what's going on. Team was actually better last year. What's happened to him this year? Was it last year? Like 2022? I feel like last year was also bogus. 2022 was the year where he was showing some good signs. He had some amazing matches. He had that amazing comeback against Tommy Paul in Vienna. Like, it seemed like he was building up to something, and then he just wasn't. Hope for a kind of great miracle ending like Andy Murray kind of had at the Olympics with some great comebacks. Not even kind of, he had a great end. Backhand to forehand of Gael. Forehand of Alcaraz. That goes out. It's 2-0 for Monfils. Let's go. I want a third set. That'll be fun. These two shot makers going at an intense third set. Let's see. Alcaraz, though, is mentally just withered away here. He's got to be all in here to really finish this off in 2 sets. He's got to think of his tournament in general as well. That goes out. It's 3-0 for Gael. And Alcaraz is, he is just gifted 2 points. He thinks it's Christmas Day. Christmas is off season. He's just gifted 2 points to Monfils. Alcaraz thinks it's Christmas. We're not even at the 4th slam yet. Serve from Monfils. First serve goes long from Gael. Second serve, forehand Alcaraz. Very deep in the court. Forehand Alcaraz comes in. Gael had it. It's in the net. 3-1. 1 mini break back. It's one back. 3-1. A bit like Rafter after winning 2 U.S. Opens. Most thought he would win Wimbledon. Yeah, for sure. Oh, is it raining? Oh, can you believe it? Now it's begun to pour there. Don't like that. What's the weather forecast? Wow, there's good chance of rain for like the rest of the day, it seems like. That's unfortunate. Let me go hourlyweather.com. Don't know if it's that accurate, but hourlyweather.com. Players are sitting down. What a moment to stop. Monfils serving at 3-1. I think players are walking off the court. Gael is walking off the court. It's the last thing you want. This is unfortunate. If team was only going to win 1 slam, it should have been the French. I cannot possibly agree with you more. I feel like it would have been less disappointing, honestly, what happened after had it been the French. It still would have been very disappointing, but to me, it would have been less. That fit team versus Alcaraz on clay would have been nice, yeah, no doubt. Little Schwartzman leaving as well. Yeah, my guy Schwartzman, Diego, leaving next year at Buenos Aires. Schwartzman was elite during the COVID swing. Yeah, Diego, if he was a foot taller, he would have been part of the big 3. he would have replaced Murray in the big 4. No, I actually don't like that I said that, but he would have joined Murray in a big 5 conversation. If Del Potro wasn't injured, if Schwartzman was half a foot taller, these are the what ifs that we need to ask ourselves. It is raining hard, honestly. Not Diego, damn it. Yep. One of my favorites, personally. Gael 10-8, okay. Anyone have a tarp? Vamos, Gael. He's up in the tiebreaker. Very interesting moment to stop. We'll see if Alcaraz does. I'm going to make a prediction now. I feel like Alcaraz comes back and like doesn't lose another point on the return. I feel like Alcaraz comes back and just like doesn't lose another point as they resume play. That's my prediction. I don't know why. I just get a feeling because Alcaraz does Alcaraz things. Cilic had knee surgery a few months ago. Did he? Okay. I guess he had that match against like Jan Lennart Struff last year where he had like 9 match points or whatever, but I don't know when's the last time he played. That's like the only match I've seen him play for the last like 4 years. But I like Cilic. Always a fan. And I was happy to see him win the US Open out and over. That was kind of similar to Popperin winning. Not really, but it didn't feel like Cilic was going to win a slam at that point. I don't think that Cilic was even like a perennial top 10 player at that point when he won the US Open. I'm trying to remember now. But I think he was like 13 in the world or something. I don't think it was like that. I could be wrong and misremembering. But how high was Cilic? Maybe he was a little bit higher, but how high was Cilic when he had that whole thing? Not related to anything that's going on, but it is a rain delay. All right, let me see. Cilic rankings history. What was his rankings like before he won the US Open? Let's take a few scrolls, go to 2014. Be nice if there's a roof like there is in New York, but there's not. All right, here we go. So Cilic before his title at the US Open, yeah. So yeah, wow. Cilic had never even been in the top. No, he made the semifinals of Australia one year. They make top 10 then. Okay. So definitely not. Popperin is a huge stretch. I was not right with that, but he was a surprise. And here's the details. So Cilic was top 20, 30 in the world for a long time. And then he got to the top 10 for between February 2010 and April 2010. So 2 months. He was number 9 or 10 in the world. And then he fell out of the top 20, then top 30. And then he just stayed around like the top 20, 15 in the world mark. But he never got back into the top 10. Cilic never got back into the top 10. This is really crazy. Cilic never got back into the top 10 until he won the US Open in 2014. So he had those like 2 months in 2010 where he was number 9 in the world. Then he was number 60 in the world, and then he won the US Open. Like Cilic, after he won the US Open, way better player. He beat Andy Murray in straight sets to win this tournament, Cincinnati. He got to a few slam finals. Cilic, after the fact, fantastic player. And he was great before that, but I do remember a little bit like, wow, Cilic, kind of out of nowhere. I wish we had more stories like that. Cilic and Nishikori in the final was a crazy story at the time. We need a little bit more of that. 2018 Cilic was peak. Yeah, he was great. 2017-18. Have you heard of the new movie called Trap? No, I haven't. What is that? He had Garan coaching him. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So that, yeah, what a great coach. Just relate to what we're talking about. What is Gasquet up to? Like, what are his results? I don't think he played the Olympics. I don't think he's in the top, like, 100 in the world. Yeah, Gasquet's kind of fallen off of things. He's lost to Vincent Riguri in a challenger tournament. He was the number 1 seed in the challenger, but when you're losing to players I haven't even heard of, that means you're not in a great spot. On center court, Georgie, after Camila Georgie is the name of the court there. And then he lost to Galbas, Gaubas. That's the last match they played in July 25th in a, what is this, a challenger? I don't know. Yeah, he's not doing that well, Gasquet. He helped Croatia win Davis Cup in 2018. Okay, yeah, I didn't remember that. Davis Cup's been really different in the last several years. Until like 1974, only 4 countries won the Davis Cup. And it is very obvious what the 4 countries were, because they are the countries of the slams. And there's a reason that they are the countries of the slams, and it's that. The fact that they were dominating Davis Cup the way that they were. So, man, this is unfortunate. It doesn't look like we're good. It doesn't seem like we're going to get more play in today. I guess I'll have to be on guard and stand by if they do. And then up until a certain point, I'll try to stream it. I probably could do it at any point tonight. And they're not going to do it past midnight. All right, it's 3-1. Has the rain stopped here? There's a lot of the crowd is still in the stadium, and it looks like the rain has stopped. Okay, maybe I'll stay on for a little bit because it looks like the rain has stopped. They're still going to need to clean the courts, though. All right, now, here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to hop off, and then I'll hop back on when the play gets back. Gasquet's just on the tour participating, not competing. Yeah, that's fair. He beat George at the French, and that was a good win for him, but yeah. I don't know. He was so good, like, last year when he won that title in New Zealand. Like, I thought, like, man, this guy's never going to retire. But, yeah. No, you're right. If there's to be a 5th slam, where and on what surface? No, I have a huge opinion on this. Strong opinion. Well, my first strong opinion is that there should not be a 5th slam. We're good. I feel like we're good. This is good. Everybody likes the slams. Everybody cares about the slams. We are where we need to be. But here's my opinion. 5th slam, without doubt, in my mind, should be Madrid Open. They should if they were to do it, they would update Madrid from a 1,000 to a slam, because Madrid is fantastic. Because it would make it makes a little bit more sense with I mean, in the clay court swing, you have Monte Carlo, then you have Madrid, then you have Rome, and then you have the French Open. That is so much tennis back to back, especially with everything being 2 weeks now, including Indian Wells and Miami right before that, and then you have Wimbledon. But even without Wimbledon, like, that's so much tennis. So I would make it the Spanish Open, and I would put it like later in the season at some point. I would figure something out like that, in my opinion. You'd have to be careful with changing surfaces, but that would be my opinion. Two slams on clay, 2 on hard courts and 1 on grass, sandwiched right in the middle. And it makes sense also because Spain is such a good country for tennis at the moment, with Alcaraz and Rafa, and with all the other amazing Spanish players we've had over the last 20 years. So it would make sense to host one in Spain, which is doing so well. But I don't think we should have one. But that's my opinion. But it would only make sense to up how many, up the clay court slams, in my opinion. That would make the most sense. We could also have one of the South American tournaments be a Grand Slam out of nowhere. That would be the littest thing ever. That would be hype. To have a slam in Argentina. Are you kidding me? Argentina deserves that after everything. After Guillermo Vilas was never world number 1, and after South America never gets a Masters and everything else. So is the rain still going then? Because I'm looking at the stream for Zhang versus Freck, and they're showing the rain coming down. There's no roof, and yeah, now the rain is coming back down again hard. Yeah, it seems like people are leaving the stadium. All right. I think people are leaving the stadium. Argentina Open would be insane. Dude, imagine. It'd be nuts. 2 slams on clay when Nadal retires. I swear that happens. Rafa would have 65 slams. He would beat He would beat everybody. That'd be insane. That'd be insane. Yeah, there is hard rain again. I have a bad feeling about it that we might not. Let's see. I have a bad feeling we might not get more tennis, but I hope I'm wrong. All right, here we go. So we could do while I'm waiting for at least a little bit, I could do some quizzes just for fun. I kind of feel like doing that. I'm going to do at least one, and then we'll see where we're at after that. Actually, you know what? The rain delay seems like it's going to be so long. Maybe I should just head off and head out. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead. We'll do that another time. I'll do that another time. It's not really the mood right now. All right, good night, Jamie. What quiz? So it's men's, this is the one I found. We could do another one. We could do anything, but it's men's tennis slam winners that have won 5 or more slams. I feel like that's easy. So I could find another one, but it's okay. Do that another time. We'll do it another time. All right, I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out. I'll be back if the play resumes, hopefully later tonight. But so stick around for that. Hopefully, I'll keep an eye on that. And thanks, guys, for tuning in, like always, all that stuff. And yeah, it's an interesting moment to pause because Gael started playing really well. And I mean, he's been playing great throughout the second set. He got his first serve percentage up. He's been doing really well, hitting huge forehands. Wound up a double mini break, but now we're paused again. So the court is very wet. If they resume, I will be back, but I'm going to head out for now. See you guys at the resumption.
Yeah.